There we go.
I think that's true.
There we go. That should work. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Entropy, Neon Goblins, post-apocalyptic neon hellscape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you for to producer Erica for telling me you couldn't hear anything.
Thank you, producer Erica.
Yay, Erica.
Thank you.
She's the unsung hero of Neon.
Oh, I will sing for her all day. We love producer Erica.
And again,
I'll not sing for her own benefit because she doesn't need to hear that.
since you couldn't hear it before, thank you to Roll20 for sponsoring us on this game. Hooray!
Yeah, we love Roll20.
What is Roll20?
Yeah.
Tell us all about it, Morgan.
That's a cop out. Well, for our fantastic viewers out there, Roll20 is a system agnostic digital tool set and virtual tabletop that can suit all of your game mastering needs. It has all the features, tips, and tricks that you need to make your online gaming experience just as immersive as your round the table games at home. Tons of free features in their base membership, and you can upgrade to Pro at any time for some deluxe little tips that make like dynamic lighting. I'm learning that one myself, and it's like really cool. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out yet, roll20.net. I can't wait to use dynamic lighting in my next game.
Oh, no, I don't want that.
Morgan, you are so good at that.
I was gonna say the same thing.
You should be.
Roll20.
It's too bad nobody's watching, because wow,
They can
so
watch
good
it
at
later.
that.
They can watch
Yeah,
it
we'll
later.
see it in the future and know
Yeah.
how much I love Roll20.
Yeah.
Oh, Kristen, I love your style.
Oh wow! Thanks. That's yours.
Yeah.
I 100% blame Roscoe Jenkins for ruining
The whole bottom row of my Zoom meeting
Yeah,
is
it's
just.
just awful.
I mean, should I get my Hawaiian shirt?
Maybe you should.
I
I don't
could totally go get it.
On
After
the
break.
next break, you have
Yeah.
to go get it.
Oh my
great.
god, I would totally go get it. And it looks, it kind of looks like yours actually. So
Oh my
Mine
god.
is
there
very
it is.
different from that, but it,
The Neon Goblin flamingo uniforms are in the
Visually,
mail.
We're just
Oh,
feeling the
man.
summer vibes.
I would also like to say thank you to Kristen and Steven.
Yeah. Y'all are champs.
She made him pee in a bottle, everybody.
sorry,
had a pee in a
that's
bottle.
for ever on Twitch.
we had to get here on time.
You don't need
Oh
any
my
backstory
gosh.
to that or any reason
That-
why.
Yeah,
That alone would get us like all kinds of
Nope.
viewers.
yeah.
Right there. She made him pee in a
Go
bottle.
on. And you say she makes him sleep in a closet.
No!
Yep. I like that.
We're gonna scare Kristen's FBI agent.
Our FBI agent's already terrified.
Good point.
I would be if I were him.
Yeah, just watching her internet browser history. Oh, not again.
Uh huh. Well, I tell you what. Who would like to do a recap?
I can give it a go
Okay.
with help wherever needed.
Okay.
So I don't know if this will be localized to just the previous session. I think I'll just give the recap that'll get us to where we need to be for anyone jumping in. So our Pentacle had returned to Haskoli Lazuli to resupply and try to make a plan on how to deal with the dragon situation and the expanding hearth situation. We ran into Lazuli, discovered that he had made his own generator that was up and fully functioning and self-sustaining. Things didn't go quite the way we planned. Lazuli turned on us. We had to dispatch him, nearly losing a couple of our own lives in the process. Knowing that Micah and Center were also on their way to the university, because we had all initially planned to meet up and discuss different plan options, we decided it would probably be best to not be there when they arrived and discovered their dead friend. So Vorty drew a teleportation circle in the training room on one of the upper levels of Haskoli Lazuli, and we had gathered our supplies, made preparations, even brought the bikes into the teleportation circle when we heard Micah and Center, the ancient dragons, arrive well ahead of schedule. Realizing that the plan was going to have to change and we were going to have to improvise, most of the party stayed at the ready in the teleportation circle, along with our new friend Mulligan, while Tessellay met with Micah and Center and escorted them down to the body of Lazuli, explaining what had happened, apologizing sincerely and profusely, but knowing that it likely would not matter in the face of this demise of a thousands of year old friendship. While the two were weakened by their proximity to Lazuli's generator, Tessellay turned and booked it, beating tracks back up to the teleportation circle where everybody bamfed out and found themselves in the ruins of the Wizard's Tower in Absolution. All of us still reeling from the battle with Lazuli, many of us on last legs. Most of the party decided to go to the vault for a short rest, while Mulligan and Tessellay went to speak with Redford and to warn him that the wrath of two ancient dragons may be bearing down on his town in just a few hours' time. While the rest of the party is getting some rest, rolling some hit die, hopefully recovering some valuable resources, Mulligan and Tessellay decided to take Roscoe's bike, since it was the fastest, to go reclaim some concentrated slag that Mulligan had hidden years ago just outside the town of Absolution, in the hopes that it could somehow be used either to power the generator and expand its reach and ability, or even to be weaponized against the dragons, since Mulligan made the observation that his lizard folk friend, Turnock, had been especially affected by its nature. So, as we're diving in, Tessellay and Mulligan are en route to wherever that stuff is located. Everyone else is finishing up their short rest in the vault, and we have approximately 4 hours before the earliest possible arrival time of Center and Micah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
What do you think of that, Steven?
I think that's a pretty intimidating prospect. And we thought we knew how fast those dragons fly, so we'll see if the 4 hours holds true.
Well, it was 5, now it's 4 hours, was based on our calculations from how quickly they were able to reach Ascoli Lazuli from Micah's lair. It's not based on their word this time like it was before. Lying mother.
And it may be sooner because they may really be booking it this time.
True.
That is true.
But if we're done with our nappies, we have some things that we're going to try and we'll see if they work.
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying you're done with your nappies?
That's up to you, James. You are in control of time.
I mean, it's been an hour.
Okay, I'm done with my nappy.
Wait.
Thank you.
That's what Adam says every time he wakes up.
I'm done with my nappy.
Yes.
So the four of you, 40 and Adaman and Roscoe and Nash, you've been in the bar, the vault, for about an hour. What do you want to do?
Oh, I forgot one thing.
Mhm.
Tessellay and Mulligan had been the ones to go meet with Redford, and they told him to make preparations and to tell the rest of the Pinnacle where they were going before they left town.
Okay.
Well, the first thing we do is get up, make sure everyone's okay.
You just had a little cat nap for like an hour,
Yeah. And then I immediately, Adaman, being the keeper of the radio, attempts to contact the other scholars near.
You're gonna wake up, you sit up, and you just immediately pull a radio out.
No, I mean, obviously, I do my absolutions. I mean, do we want to talk about me taking a little pee? Yes.
Yeah.
We do. Yeah, it happens.
This is a role-playing game.
I mean, I don't have to pee in a bottle because I have a toilet available to me. So I do so. But yeah, and I'm making sure my friends are up, and then we are.
Okay, so you don't just sit up like the Undertaker and pick up a radio. You
Yeah.
You get up like a person and you do person things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I go over to Vorty and I start tickling his feet to try to get him to wake up.
Doesn't he have hooves? Would he even feel?
Yeah,
I like-
see, I'm Okay,
It's
so
still
you're right.
ticklish.
He does have hooves.
He's got feeling.
In between area of the hooves, the little triangle.
Little
That would be
hoof.
so ticklish.
Yeah.
It took a while.
I start
to
like
find-
kicking in my sleep, like,
Oh,
and then I'm like, what? What?
Roscoe's gonna kind of slowly stumble out of bed, still very torn up from the health wise. I'm fine, but in game, pretty torn up from the battle yesterday, stitched up. I'm gonna grab my axe and start limbering up, doing some stretches and some squats, and
Okay.
just getting ready for the day.
And
Athman,
sorry.
do you think we can get some information to the hearth?
That's probably the best thing we could do. Let's see if we can get in contact with them with this darn radio that's been repaired by Lazuli himself.
Yep.
Last thing he ever did.
Yep. Before trying to kill us. Hello. Come in. This is Pinnacle. What are we? 23?
25.
25.
I want to say that you pick up your radio and you listen, because before you talk on the radio, you listen first.
Mhm.
Because anybody talking on that frequency you don't want to.
Interrupt.
Yeah, you don't want to step on anybody, right? So you listen first, and there is nobody on that frequency. Like nobody is talking or anything.
I would check through all of the frequencies until I started hearing them.
I'm just pointing that out.
Okay. I'm checking through all of the frequencies. And if I
All
don't
pretty
hear
quiet.
anything,
All pretty
I
quiet.
would go back to our normal scholarly frequency and attempt to hail them.
And what would you like to say?
Pinnacle 25, requesting assistance in the town of Absolution. Dire threat. We require assistance of very grave nature. As many scholars as possible, please respond.
You let go of the button.
And he turns to his friends and goes, I figure if we keep it vague, they'll show up and then they'll be like, oh, we're going to die. Too late now, sucker. And he turns back and waits.
You let go of the button.
Oh, shit. Shouldn't have said that over the frequency. No, just kidding.
And what was that? Repeat.
And I repeat myself
No, you
slowly
have to-
and clearly.
This is a role-playing game, Alden. You have to actually
That
repeat
sounds
yourself.
Vorty, did that sound like Ulrich to you?
I don't know.
Tell them to identify themselves first before you give them spooks.
Well, this is Pentacle 25 requesting assistance in the town of Absolution. Over.
Good job, Alden. You say over, at the end of your radio transmission.
Oh man, yeah, we're role playing it.
Like I said,
So fun.
Roger.
Yeah.
Pentacle what now? You say 24.
I don't think they're going to say over.
It didn't say over. They are so bad at this. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. Shh. That is correct. Pinnacle 25 over.
Then what are you? Over.
Absolution over.
And what do you want? Over.
Assistance. Lots of trouble coming our way. Over. Please identify yourself. Over.
I'm Murdoch. Over.
Murdoch. Who's Murdoch?
Adamant, I think this is that guy that was messing with us last time.
Try a different frequency.
Murdoch. We know what Murdoch?
No,
I don't think so.
All right.
ask him where he is.
Request your location. Over.
I'm at the Hearth. You ever been to the Hearth? Over.
I have. Over. And you aren't far away then from where we need you to be in order to help us. If you're at the Hearth, I need you to find other people in gray cloaks and let them know we require their assistance at absolution. Over.
I am a scholar. Over.
Oh, good. Over.
This is like an IM chat.
Yeah, I know.
The worst.
Well, look, can you just send me nudes? Over.
Give me this thing.
On
Give
the
me
way.
this thing.
I think they said they're on their way. Cool.
Oh.
No, I know. I meant the nudes. All right. Well, we need help at absolution. Will you come here? Over.
Listen, what's your name again? Over.
This is Adaman of Pentacle 25. Over.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do about it. I mean, we're all here at the Hearth. Everything is melting. Over.
Ask for Echo.
Yes, we might have the solution to that, but we need your help here first. Please inform Headmaster Echo. Over.
Echo's a silly old man, as I'm sure you know.
Isn't that your boss?
I don't know what we're supposed to do about it. Over. That we can't do at the Hearth. Over.
Absolution in imminent danger. Will advise in person when you arrive. Over.
Imminent danger coming from where we are.
That's much
So,
slower.
I didn't say over yet. I didn't say over.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
I'm going to rage.
Go ahead. Yeah, use one of your rage.
I don't know what you want us to. What do you want us to do? Like, stop the lava? Over.
Time to put Echo on the phone.
Pretend to be Lazuli. Give him orders.
That would be take someone with a bluff check. Yeah, that isn't here because she drove off with her boyfriend.
About shit.
Do you want to? Look, either put Ulrich or Echo on the radio. Over.
That's only gonna be worse. Over.
Give me the thing. Give me the thing.
He hands it over to Nash.
Hello, what was your name you said? Over.
Oh, it's a lady.
Oh my God, it's a neckbeard. Now it all makes sense.
Yes,
Murdoch. My name is Murdoch. Over.
Murdoch, you sound so capable. Please come to Absolution so we can meet formally and bring all of your friends over.
You're just giving me shit. Over.
Okay, can I talk to Mr. Echo, please? Over.
Yeah, but it's gonna be worse. Over.
James, as I'm observing this and trying to limber up and just fuel my barbarian rage away from this guy, I would like to, can I even check? Is he a real scholar? Is this guy actually with us at all?
I don't know.
I guess I'm-
That's
Something,
why
do you want to ask him something on the radio?
well, I think we would check if he actually shows us Headmaster Echo, right?
Well, I guess
Yeah.
I'm just like, do I believe that he's telling us the truth? I guess we know he's actually at the Hearth because he brought it out.
Yeah.
I don't trust him.
I don't trust him
You
either.
wanna-
That's why I'm gonna talk that guy.
Do you want to ask him something in particular? I'd let you roll if you ask him something in particular.
Mm.
What is the name of our cook? Everybody knows Franz.
That's good.
You don't want me to ask something like that?
Yeah. Ask him what out of it's at.
Murdoch. Over.
Yeah.
What was
Over.
what was your favorite meal in the school, and who cooked it? Over.
Are you testing me? Over.
What the fuck you think I'm doing, sir? Over.
Look, if you're asking if. Okay, look, so. There were a lot of good meals, okay? Way better than out there in the waste. And if you're wondering who the cook is, it's Franz, okay? Over.
Okay, it's Franz, but fine. Can you please put echo on the
Or-
radio? Over.
Maybe he could put Crow on. I don't know. Someone
Crow.
Okay,
else.
but it's gonna be worse. Over.
Okay, can I do Crow then? Over.
Fine. I'll see if I can find him.
Okay, thank you. Over.
Over.
Remember, we do have that scroll of sending. We could also just talk to Headmaster.
This
Echo.
guy's
Yeah.
got like 30 seconds to find
Yeah,
out.
we'll wait. We'll wait. This is giving Tesla plenty of time to get back, though. That's all I have to say.
Oh
yeah.
my
Speaking
God.
of which, while you guys are fucking around on the radio, Tess,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
your wrists are sore from being on the bike for so long with this giant person behind you. It's not easy to ride a bike with a passenger, and the bigger they are, the like when I ride a bike with producer Erica, she's like wearing a 100-pound backpack. You know what I'm saying?
I took the best bike.
So you're riding down the road, and Mulligan is doing his best. He really is. He hasn't complained. He's back there. He's got his arms. You know, he's trying not to choke you out. He's been clearly uncomfortable riding on the back of a bike, but he's doing his best.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just getting him to direct me and all an ass.
So you ride for a while,
How long is a while?
going north out of Absolution. It's hard to say how long it is. You know, I mean, do you know how long it is when you're in
I'm
a...
actually pretty good at guessing
Fair
the
to
time usually.
Okay, well, roll a guessing time check.
What do you want? Survival?
I don't know.
I'll give you
Don't we have that like perfect known direction or something like that?
Oh,
Does
Uh,
that-
keep
does
in
that help?
mind, that is a good point. Did I
Hmm.
get it though?
I don't...
Yes, I did. You always know which way is north, the number of hours left before the next sunrise or sunset, and can accurately recall anything you have seen or heard within the past month.
Congratulations,
Boom.
James. You played yourself.
Boom.
Thank you, Alex.
Boom.
Thank
You're
you so
welcome,
much.
Morgan. I'm looking out for you, girl.
Okay, so you've been on the road for 2 hours, 37 minutes, and 20 seconds.
Okay. I would ask Mulligan how close we are.
Well, you
I
don't
would
have
have
to
asked
do
him about
that
it, but-
because riding along, you reflect on how good he's being about it. You know, he's never been on the back of a motorcycle before, right? Never done that
Oh.
before. That, and he's
His life.
you know, he's doing his best. He's not complaining. And just as you're reflecting on that, he taps you on the shoulder.
I let off the throttle and slow down.
I think it was around here somewhere.
Any landmarks? Anything that
Well,
we can
you
use?
see, I was kind of in a hurry, so when I started seeing trees on the other side, as soon as I entered the wood, I just sort of pulled off and buried it.
Do I see woods? All right. Did you mark the tree that you buried it at the base of?
Well, you see, I kind of thought I'd be back for it before too long, but then other shit happened. So no, I didn't mark it. But it was around here somewhere.
All right. I'm going to kickstand the bike out, get off, and look around the trees to find the ones that seem the most warped, stunted, the ones that look like they may have something toxic
Okay.
near their roots.
Roll a perception check.
I mean, my passive is 21, but sure. Okay, yeah. 14 plus perception, 14 and 11, 25.
There are not too far away. There are a couple of trees that obviously have not grown in a very long time.
All right, get the shovel. I think this is it.
I mean, it feels right. I got off the wagon and I went to the right, and yeah.
Less talking, more digging.
All right. You go over to those trees and you dig a little bit, and it feels like someone's been here before. Obviously, right away. With that perception check you rolled. You don't really need a shovel to get down. Like, you stick your shovel on the ground and you feel a spongy pushback.
I'm trying to remember all the way back to Endless Midnight. When we collected the slag, they had given, Isabel and Corinne had given us like a special kind of like sack or something, or like a bag to put it in, right? And we got a few of those.
A regular old sack.
Oh.
I think it was just like a burlap sack that. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Tessa's body language makes it very obvious she's uncomfortable around it, but she will, as he digs them out, take them and sling them over the bike.
So you pull out 6 sacks that are mostly full.
Yeah, they throw them on the bike and immediately book it back.
Okay.
I am gonna go like maybe 100 feet off to the side of the road, maybe less if the terrain's too rough, just so we're not perfectly doubling back in case anyone spotted us on our way out here.
Hey, you know, I could probably figure this thing out if you want me to ride for a while. You know, I could drive and you could be on the back.
I think I'll be all right. Thanks.
You sure? Because, you know, I mean, if it was a wagon, I would take over for you.
I do like a tiny little wheelie just to see if I can scare him a little bit. Just the tiniest little.
Is that a no?
I don't answer. I just keep going.
I mean, you could dump me off the back of this thing. I'd just start walking.
I'm just got it wide open, hauling ass. Not talking to him.
Okay, so the rest of you are still in Absolution. You've been on the radio.
All right. So if we can't get in contact with Headmaster Echo or Crow, and all we've got is Murdoch, this awesome contact, why don't we use our scroll of sending on one of these?
After 30, 45 seconds, a minute or so, I'm like, damn. And then the radio walks. Is this Pinnacle 25?
I hand the radio back to Adamant.
Okay. This is Pinnacle 25. Over.
What are you doing? Where are you?
Pinnacle 25. We are currently attempting to fix the problem that you're staring at. Over.
How do you propose you do that?
We have a solution which was figured out with the aid of Lazuli, but now we have 2 more dragons that are attempting to stop us. We need all available scholars here in Absolution, where they will be attempting to thwart us. Get here now. Over.
You say dragons.
Yep, 2. Put on your big boy panties if you're coming. Over.
2 dragons.
Did you hear my previous statement? Over.
Who is that?
It sounds like Ulrich. Hi, Ulrich, by the way. Sorry.
I think you
no need to be rude to each other.
you might be on your own.
If you want to just sit by and wait until that thing eats you whole, that's fine. I'm telling you right now, we can fight it, but we can't do this without your help. Over.
You know what? This is Dungeons and Dragons. Why don't you roll a persuasion check for me
A
there, Alden?
persuasion check? Okay. Here it comes.
Sometimes
Did I
I
get
forget we're
any
playing
kind
Dungeons
of-
and Dragons.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
how does a
shit.
23 do?
Holy shit,
How
dude.
about 23? 23.
That'll do.
Is a 23 good?
Oh,
Is that bad? Did I
Plus,
break it?
That's okay.
Did I
That's
break
pretty
it?
good. That's
Okay,
pretty
good.
good.
Okay.
It's because of the walkie etiquette that you get that plus 4 with the radio etiquette.
No, I rolled a 19 is what that is. Yeah.
So you're saying that there are 2 dragons that are opposed to you living.
Oh, you think it's just me? No, it's all of us. They blame us all for the rupture, even though we weren't even there. Over.
Is this Adaman?
Hi, Ulrich. Yeah, it's me.
I need you to listen to me very carefully. Where are you right now?
Is that Crow? Oh, Crow, we are in Absolution.
And where are the dragons?
They're going to fly to a clearing about, where is that clearing, James, compared to Absolution?
North.
North of
North
North side
of
of
Absolution.
Absolution.
They're going to fly to a clearing north of Absolution because that's the note we left them. Because at the time we were trying to get them to work with us and Lazuli. It's a long story that I could really tell you in person. Over.
If I were you, I would abandon Absolution. But I'm on my way.
This is the best news I've had all day, sir.
So
Think of
Nash,
how many people that are
Nash,
willing to come with.
Nash has been pacing in the corner, like sharpening all of her daggers and arrows and stuff. And as soon as she hears that, she just leaves and runs out the door. That check is off the list. We're gone.
We're going to try and get everybody here ready. I'm going to tell you this. If we can fix this, there is a solution for that giant expanding magma pool. And it's honestly, it's all thanks to Lazuli. So
You can tell me about that in person.
all right,
I'll be
But if
there
we
as soon as I
got-
can.
over. All right. All right.
Well, what do you want to do now?
Let's go try and find people in charge. Make sure they're ready for this.
All
Yep.
right.
Mm-hmm.
How long do you
where the
suppose
hell's-
it's been?
Where the hell's Tessela? Y'all seen her this morning?
No,
Well,
No.
no, she's out.
with
You all woke up in the vault.
Mm-hmm.
You only took a short cat nap, right?
Mhm.
Like you weren't asleep very long.
No.
But yeah, but when you wake up, Tesla is nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
But she told us before she left this time, right?
I didn't tell y'all I was leaving, just that I was going to talk to Redford, but I did tell Redford to send word to you.
Yep.
Oh,
So we just need to find
Oh,
Redford, which
damn
is
it.
what we were going to do.
We're gonna find the leaders of Absolution and see what they have to say. Now.
I'm sure it wouldn't bother you whatsoever that Tesla wasn't around when the rest of you woke up.
Oh, sure.
Much
I'll be fine.
like the great General Lee was angry at his cavalry for running off. I am angry at her.
All right, so when we look around Absolution, two questions. First, do we see Redford? But my main question is the general populace of Absolution. Do they look frantic? Are they trying to get things together? Like, is there any sign that they potentially know they're in imminent danger?
No.
Okay.
There is no sign. Off to the south, there is a little bit of a glow.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can see, not that you can see farther. It's just there's a little bit of a glow to the south in the air, right?
Okay, what about Redford?
Roll a perception check for him.
Is this all of us or just her?
Anybody who's looking.
yeah. I think I'm trying to keep an eye out for Redford and also maybe with Bigsby, Jimbo, or Kavinsky if we see any of those.
Okay.
For perception.
All right, that's
Yeah, I'll be
16.
looking too.
10, 11.
10
You
for
got a
Rocco.
16 there, Nash?
Yes.
11 for me. I'm still waking up, you guys.
Not good. Yeah, it's fair. It's not. It's just not good.
It's just sporty, just like not paying attention.
We're walking around and people are like cleaning up weeds and stuff.
Is there an inspiration on the table from the recap? Maybe.
No.
He said no because this fits into his narrative. You shut up.
I didn't say
Okay.
that.
Oh yeah, but we know.
I didn't say that.
Well, did I find Redford with a 16 or Kavinsky?
No,
Or
but
not?
you leave the vault. You're looking around in the street, and you see people heading off to work, basically. Nobody looks too perturbed by the glow to the south. You can see light to the south. Nobody seems perturbed. They're headed out to work. They're going to pick carrots or potatoes or whatever. But you look around, and you see Yancey. He doesn't see you. He's got his head in a clipboard, book, papers.
He has like a quill or some type of pen.
Let's call it a pen. Yeah.
Okay. So I walk up and I just kind of take the pen with a little clipboard. So he
He's
pays
not
attention.
paying
very
attention,
quickly.
so I'm not going to make you roll anything for that. You just boink, pull the pen out of his hand, and he looks over like, what?
So very good to see you.
Oh, hi.
Hello. Have you seen Redford?
Not lately.
Have you seen Kavinsky?
Also, now they don't really talk to me.
Okay. Did you know that there are a bunch of dragons that are coming north of Absolution? So you should like tell people to gather their things and maybe head south.
Are you asking me a question? Like, no, I didn't know that. Should I know that? Is that a thing?
Yes.
Dragons?
Yes.
Like in the storybooks, dragons?
Yeah, you're probably going to see them falling or flying overhead any moment.
Why
They're
are they
coming from the south, so
why are they coming here?
I don't know if we really have time for all of that.
I can tell you because Absolution, with its ring of sunlight, is one of the few places they can safely be and not die. So it's very attractive to them. If you want me to roll a deception, I'm happy to do so. But
You
it's
sound like
true.
you want to roll it, so go ahead. Or,
No, it's absolutely. I don't want to.
go ahead there.
I'm not good at it, but
Like a scaly on a hot rock.
So as Adam Man is talking to Yancey, I'm already trying to scan for someone with a little more authority.
What'd you get, Adaman?
13. It's in the chat. But Yancey, pretty much we need people to be ready. You know, you guys are just running around like it's a normal day. And why wouldn't your leaders, who we've already told, do something about this? Obviously,
Well,
maybe
they did.
Yancey.
They did say something.
What did he say?
They said that there might be trouble soon, but I mean, what are we supposed to do about it? You know, I mean, what are we gonna do?
Or just
Yeah.
gather your belongings. Maybe you have a clipboard you love more, a fancy jacket, you put it in a backpack, whatever kind of scaly motorcycle you use, you head down south and keep your family and your noggin safe.
I mean, look around. Would you want to go back?
Back where?
Do you have? Are there hiding places in the town? Do you have cellars, basements,
A
caves?
safe place.
Vaults.
Well, we did,
Maybe.
but it blew up.
How
There's
about
the vault. The vault survived through the
Why don't you tell people to gather into the vault then, Yancey?
Yes,
a
but
good
how
idea.
many people can fit in the vault? That's not the entire town.
That's the question, yeah.
most everybody probably.
Then that sounds like a
Pretty
good
big.
plan.
Might be a
Yeah,
little
The good
crowded.
plan.
yeah, that's okay
Yeah.
then.
It's a party.
Well, why don't you gather up all of your favorite things and your favorite people and you head to the vault, you grab a drink, not too many, and just rest there.
You know, I have things to do today. Or is that
Oh,
not?
oh, you do? Yancey,
I mean-
look at me. Look at me. Yancey, look at me. Cancel it. Cancel it.
Roll a
No.
persuasion check for me there, Nash.
Amazing.
At advantage.
That was amazing.
Look in his face.
Look at me. Look at me. Cancel.
Don't look at me. Gets you advantage.
Okay.
Okay, that is. I think I have. Oh yeah, so that's 23.
So you're saying bad shit is gonna happen today,
Yes, I would love for you to stay safe.
and we need to go to the vault.
hmm And you bring your favorite friends and your favorite belongings.
I don't
Really,
have-
everyone,
I don't
really.
have
Yeah.
any
Yeah.
friends.
Everybody, Yancey. Just everyone that will listen to you.
I don't think anyone will listen to me.
That's why I say you bring your favorite friends. I didn't think you're the most
Ooh.
loud guy here. So.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, maybe the people that are just
It's
nice to you,
just
would
me.
humor you. Yeah.
Tell everybody it's pre-rupture karaoke night at the vault, and they have to get over there right now.
That's a good idea.
And then I kind of like gently grab his face. Yancey, I need you to move now. I give him a tiny little forehead kiss. And then I am going to leave and find someone else.
That's probably the most physical contact Yancey has ever had in his entire life.
Oh,
As we're moving away.
Nash, you walk away, and he is completely. He's a statue in the middle of the road.
Oh, I think that it didn't work, but
Mhm.
he'll cool off in the moment.
Get moving, Yancey. You got this.
What do the rest of you want to do?
Get back to absolution.
Look for the people in charge and ask them why they are doing such a bad job.
Yeah, Redford's not a fucking idiot.
Right.
This is character assassination, James.
Okay, so you want to head to what? So where do you want? What do you want to do? You want to go?
What time?
Where's his understudy?
Yeah, looking for Redford, looking for anyone.
I mean,
And what-
we'll pop into the mess
Red-
hall. I'll pop my head in.
Maybe what I was thinking.
Did you
Red-
see anybody?
Yeah, Redford's wife could even start this going, you know? How dare us just assume the man could do it? Redford's wife is at his house most
then
of the time.
And you, as
He
we're
healed me
going-
back up, so
Mhm.
The
And as
chef at the dining hall, his name is Trent.
I
If
didn't know that.
you need to find him.
Yeah.
I'd just be
I'm glad
rude.
somebody's writing this shit down.
No, I wouldn't know his name. I'd be like, you
Ain't
cook
me.
man. You cook man. Everyone talks to you.
You can also look for Isabel, Winona. Well,
Isabel.
Isabel or Winona, and then Sharice, Flynn, and Corinne are all too young.
So I'm even like as we're I guess the mess hall is probably the first spot, but on the
Mhm.
way there, any person that we see, I tell them that they should head to the vault because they're giving away free drinks.
We also left the other scholars here like 2 days ago. So
Mhm.
they might be around.
But we haven't seen them either.
No, we haven't.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
any civilian I see that's on their way to work, I tell them that they should go to the vault for free
Yeah,
drinks.
we're just
Okay,
Gonna
so
go one person at a time.
so you go
Doesn't this
north.
town have like an alarm?
That's
Like,
it. Yeah, we need to.
We gotta find someone who would know.
Yeah, Nash, don't spend too much time. We gotta
Oh,
get
no.
the fast word out.
So you head north. You think to yourselves, maybe the dining hall, right? The
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe that's where people will be. So you head north through Absolution, and as you get to the tree that's in the middle of it, it's like a gigantic weeping willow, right? You see someone you recognize kneeling underneath it.
Who do we see?
You see Turnock kneeling under the
Perfect.
tree. You can't really tell what he's doing. It's back to you.
I run towards him, knowing he's one of the trusted people of the town, and I'm like, Turnock, Turnock.
Yes.
You want me to rope? All right, fine. All right, Turnock. All right, listen. So there's 2 dragons coming here. They're going to try and destroy everything. Another dragon has built another machine that this other wizard that you know might know. Her name's Corinne. Built that. Don't worry about that. Right now, that could fix the ever-expanding lava field. But right now, the dragons are the problem. And the dragons are coming here, and they're mad, and they could kill everybody. What can we do to warn everybody in the town to get into the vault where it's safe?
yeah.
Dragons?
Bad dragons, Turnock.
Bad dragons?
And they should be a sponsor,
Pissed.
too.
They're
Hey.
pissed.
They really should.
Hey. Go ahead.
Dragons are good. They're not bad.
Do you think you could talk them out of destroying your town then, Turnock?
Yes?
Okay.
You come
Wonderful.
with us. Now,
Yes.
where is I forgot the guy's name.
Kavinsky?
Redford.
Redford or Kavinsky?
I don't know.
Turnock, I know you're kind of already on our side with this. I appreciate it. I just want you to know that if you can help us out today, I will pull weeds for a week straight. I will harvest so many potatoes.
We just need your help right now.
Deal?
Kavinsky is probably at his office.
Okay.
Well, would you like to walk there with us and we can chat on the way?
Okay, boss.
Is there any sort of alarm that Absolution has, or like a
Nope.
big speakerphone?
Nope.
Okay, good. So as we're walking, I still continue to like yell on the streets, "Free drinks at the vault, free drinks," and I'm just
Yeah, I'm helping her. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, same, I
Alright.
guess.
That's all we
Real
can do.
parade.
that's all I
Hurry.
got right now.
Yeah. Just line
Happy
up.
hour ends in, 30 minutes.
And this
Get
is
'em
perfect because
now.
maybe Violet will get pissed and come looking for us, and then at least we've got one other badass on our side. Yeah. What the fuck do you mean free drinks? I don't do free drinks. Oh shit.
All right, so you make it to the doctor's office, which is past the forge, just on the other side of the forge. You get to Kaminsky's doctor's office. Turnout gets close to the building, and he just kind of stands there.
I walk in and
Walk
knock
in.
on the door and kick in the door and say, "Hey, Kavinsky!"
What?
Oh, you drunk son of a gun. And I walk in and I drag him out of bed and like throw him into the street. And I say, "Kavinsky, listen to me, you asshole. There are dragons coming here and they're not going to be friendly. Scholars are too far away. There is no way for us to find anyone in charge. You have to wake up and do something right now.
You're saying there's 2 dragons coming here?
Yeah. Oh, that's
Right.
good. I'm glad you're the only person that has ever listened to me when I said that. I told Turnock, he was just excited.
And you want me to do what?
Just get the people into the vault.
What good is that gonna do?
It survives an explosion. You think it can survive a dragon's breath?
I doubt it.
Oh, well,
Okay, but that is the only chance that we have. Other
Yeah.
than that, we have to get everybody going down south in some sort of herd, which is going to make them even more susceptible.
Kavinsky gets to his feet very slowly.
He lets him pull up on him if he needs to pull up. He knows an old man.
Or something that looks like a little stick in the corner I perceive as a cane. And
Well,
like
you're
hand it to Kavinsky.
you're asking for things that aren't possible. Excuse me.
Why? Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Morty looks at Roscoe and it's just like, what are we doing, man?
Yeah,
Listen.
nothing.
Okay, not everyone was alive before the rupture, right?
Mhm.
Most people weren't. Matter of fact, pretty much just me and Redford, I think. How old are you?
I don't know, because I don't know how long ago the rupture was.
I think it's probably just me and Redford.
Mhm.
But I've seen dragons in history books and things, and if it's dragons is after you, you're fucked.
We've already taken
Um,
care of one.
Yeah, Roscoe, I'm going to pull out Lazar's tooth and hold it up. I'm going to say, it's not as impossible as you'd think. We have to do something, and we have to do it now.
Where'd you find that?
In the mouth of a dragon 12 hours ago.
That he slayed.
Well, not me, but
Alone.
All right,
Yes.
what's
Yeah.
what's your
Alone,
plan?
Yeah, I like it.
plan is we're trying to get everyone as safe as possible, and we're gonna deal with the dragons in whatever way we can. We'll try to talk to them. We might get eaten, but as long as the whole town isn't destroyed today, I think that's a good thing.
Agreed.
I guess you probably ought to take everybody to the vault.
All right,
I think
get on that.
And after that, I don't know. I don't know what you're gonna do.
Neither do we.
Hey, James.
Mm-hmm.
Just before it comes back around to us again, Tess would have let Mulligan swap out for a short ways just to see if he can keep the bike up. And if he's passable, she would have let him drive so she can start looking at her bullets and what she
Well,
might need to
Let
do.
me just roll a something here.
Can I assist
If
him?
That's what you're gonna do.
I want to show him exactly what he needs to do.
since it's, I mean, at least
I'll
modified
help
to
him
Roscoe.
what he needs. Yeah.
He probably looks like Andre the Giant riding a Vespa.
I just rolled a 16. That's on the die.
At advantage? Well, that's still pretty good.
Pretty good. A 16. That's really good. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know. I just
So what did you want to do exactly?
I want to pull out a few of Tessela's bullets and my tinker tools. I know I can't do anything super delicate on the back of a moving motorcycle,
Yeah.
but I just want to start conceptualizing whether I'll be able to essentially make hollow point bullets filled with slag. That's my end goal. So I'm just starting on the process of how I might begin to conceptualize going about that.
Why don't you roll for Tinker's tools, I guess.
Okay. Okay. 22. I have
Yeah.
a plus 12.
No, It's surprisingly it's surprisingly stable on the back of a bike like that, right? Like you lean back a little bit, and Mulligan he figures out how to ride with your you show him how, and he takes to it pretty quick. So you lean back a little bit, you know, doing something in your lap isn't that big a deal. So you're able to stuff some bullets with slag.
Dope. How many?
Let's say 10.
Okay. Sweet.
Adaman is trying to get Kavinsky to be somewhat reasonable. I want to head over to the forge.
All right. Before we do that, I think it'd be a good time to take a little break. Move on for about an hour.
Okay.
If anybody wants to get a drink or, you know, anything else. So, we will be right back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So in the first half, the group ran around and tried to convince people in Absolution to give a shit about their impending doom.
Proved harder than we thought.
These
That's
people
pretty much all that
tell you,
happened, right?
Yeah, we really.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we really
Yeah.
feel like those scientists in the during the pandemic. I
Yeah.
think maybe what James was
Hey,
trying to
there's
do.
a reason why.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you want to do now?
I'm really considering drinking again.
I'm trying. I'm like at the forge now.
Right. You were going to the forge, yes.
And we have a scroll of sending. We could use that since we've already gotten in contact with Master Crow, and it's pretty much the one scholar that we respect the most. He's going to show up.
Hope
But who
he
knows?
at least brings somebody.
We're thinking we could maybe contact Slicks, Bruja, or Dendra. You know, those three that survived that we saved their lives. They're pretty badass.
They didn't happen to be in the mess hall or anything.
We haven't seen them yet, so let's just use a scroll of sending, and at least they'll know that they're needed. You know.
Yeah.
If you want to look for them in particular, you can always roll a perception.
I could kind of splinter off and look for them.
Okay.
I'm sure Roscoe's thinking about Dendro right now. Anyway.
Okay.
So I'll roll perception. I got an 11. Wow.
All right. Well,
Dendra's easy to spot.
you break off from the group. Nash is heading towards the forge. Vorty and Adaman are. I guess you're talking to.
We were talking to Kaminsky. You can let it take as long as you want it.
Adaman yanked him out on the road. So Vorty depends. Nash is like, fuck this. She's going to the forge. Adaman is berating this poor man in the road. What do you want to do, Vorty?
As he deserves.
Adamant, we just let this guy alone. Let's keep looking for people that care.
Yeah. All right. Sounds good. All right, Kaminsky, and he like stands him up and dusts him off. Good luck. I believe in you, even if you don't believe in yourself. And then him and Vorty go look for more people. That
Okay, well, you notice that Nash has left.
Yeah,
you might have noticed it at the moment.
Yeah, we
left.
know.
And Roscoe did too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Roscoe had like a light bulb, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go find Dendra," and just ran off.
All right, that's fine. Where should we go next?
So Roscoe, you're walking down the main road, right, from the tree, and you can see out into the fields, and you see a very large profile, green person who is yanking up carrots, and like the best at yanking up carrots ever. Like carrots are flying everywhere, right?
Metro.
The carrots stop flying and the person stands up straight, which is probably over 7 feet tall.
Okay, I'm gonna run over there.
Turns toward you. And it's a large half-orc woman who's wearing an A-frame shirt. And you are, Roscoe, your head is below where she wouldn't be able to see you, is what I'm saying. As you're running down through the field.
Bless your heart.
The plants are above your head. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Something is coming through the grass.
But she hears you, and clearly she hears you.
Dendra. And maybe I'm just kind of waving my arms, and I assume that as I get close to her.
Hey, Roscoe.
How's she looking in terms of like the damage and the wear and tear of the last time we saw her?
No, she looks good.
Okay, Dendra, you look great.
Roscoe's just got blood spilled down his clothes.
Absolutely.
You know, I don't know. You don't look too good, little man.
I feel better now that you're here.
Oh,
Dindra, we got a big favor. Are Slicks and Bruja around?
oh, they around somewhere. Slixy keeps to himself, but Bruja, you know, if he's around, you'll know it.
I wish I had time to talk, but there's a lot going on.
You don't have time to talk?
No, the fate of this town.
Why not?
So the leadership
tell
of
me
this
all about
colony
it.
has kind of crumbled. The fate of this town may be on the line in the next few hours. The fate of the continent is very much on the line, and we may need your help. I know you've been enjoying your time away from the fighting, but it'd be great to have you all.
Dendra leans down and she picks you up under your armpits and she
Mhm.
lifts you up above the plants.
Whee!
That's so romantic.
What do you want me to do, Roscoe?
Dindra, there are two very large, very angry dragons coming over here right now. They will be here in a matter of hours. We may have been responsible for the death of their friend and our former leader, Lazuli, and they might destroy this town. We're gonna stop them.
Lazli's dead?
Lazuli is dead. He sort of turned on us and tried to.
You killed Lazuli?
I was part of it, but I did not strike the killing blow myself. But I got this. Let's hold up the tooth that is just in my pocket.
They're coming here?
They're gonna meet us on that ridge on top of that. We hope.
What do you want me to do?
Dindra, it's a lot to ask, and I don't know what any of us could do, but if you, Slicks, and Bruja would stand with us at this time of, honestly, this town's greatest need, it may make all the difference.
She sets you down on the ground. Stands up to her full height, like her shoulders go back a little bit. You got dragons to fight?
Oh yeah.
We'll fight some dragons.
We do like the predator handshake, but I'm like all the way up.
Do the hand grab thing by the thumbs, you know?
But it's like at an angle. It's a little bit of an angle.
Yeah.
Fucking A.
Dindra, I can't tell you how much this it would be. Thank you. We're gonna get through this. Oh, this is gonna be so cool.
I agree.
All right, where are Slicks and Bruja?
Slicks, honestly, I don't see him very often. Bruja's usually in the vault.
But we must have missed him. But if you could,
I don't know how, but yeah.
if you could find them and meet us, I guess I would guess we're about an hour or two away from them on that ridge. I'm sure you'll see them, but if you could, meet them, find them, and stick with us.
How long do we have before they show up?
I think less than 2 hours, if I had to guess.
All right. We'll be ready.
Get your gear, get a hot meal, and we'll see you there.
Oh, we'll be ready.
Okay. I'm going to run off, probably in a more northern direction away from the vault, if that's where she's going.
Okay, so Nash, you get to the forge, as you remember it.
Mhm. Open the door.
You're just gonna open the door. You're not gonna knock or nothing. You're just gonna open it. Okay.
Ooh.
Gonna kick it down, honey.
You don't have to kick it down. You can just open it. It's not locked.
Yeah.
So you open the door, and the forge is cold.
No Redford, no anyone inside?
Nobody's in there.
Okay. I'm gonna back out, and I do know where Redford lives, so I'm gonna head there.
As you
next.
turn around to leave, a voice calls out to you. So? You want to tell me what you're doing here?
Do I see anybody?
Yeah, in a chair in the corner, in a shadowy corner, right? Redford's there. He's got his foot up on it, something, and he's kind of leaning his chair back.
Oh, well, I'm actually here to see you, but the forge is cold, so I was about to head to your
Well, why
home.
don't you just say your piece?
My piece.
Hmm.
What do you mean, my? Rutherford, I was under the impression that Mulligan had told you what was going on. And
Maybe
now
he
I
did.
don't know where. Or sorry, not Mulligan. I was under the impression that Tess told you what was going on.
Maybe she
And
did.
now you are acting very strange, and I also don't see Tess.
Did they seem like they're kind of the same person to you?
Mulligan and Tess.
Like this test person showed up, seems exactly like Mulligan. Do you not feel that? It's
No,
all
I
right if you
feel
don't.
that. No, I don't feel that at all. One is big, one is small, one is loud, one is nicer. I
Yeah,
don't know.
I get that, but I don't know.
Which one's the nicer one?
Probably Mulligan.
I mean, I get that, but I don't know. What do you want exactly?
I want like a ton of things, but if I was going to prioritize it to 3, it would be 1, for you to care, 2, for you to help the people of Absolution to get to the vault because you know the dragons are coming, 3, for you to tell me the attitude and the location of my friend, which I guess is technically 4.
All right, well, 1 is done. 2, I mean, what are we supposed to do exactly? You
Just
tell
leave.
me. These mythical creatures is coming. They're just gonna roast the whole fucking town to the ground. So what am I supposed to do about that?
Well, if the vault has survived a big bomb before, maybe it will survive a dragon. And if
Maybe.
not,
What if it
we-
doesn't?
then
What if I tell
everyone-
everybody go get in the vault and then that's the first fucking thing that melts?
Rutherford, everyone, what is the better idea? What? Give me one better idea, and I will do your idea right now. I have all the confidence in that.
We're talking about hundreds of people here.
Ah.
If I send them into the vault and they die, then
Well, if
then
you
what?
had started caring about this months ago, when we first brought this to your attention, sir, we wouldn't be having the problem we are right now. This is the only idea I have. If it doesn't work, that is okay, because I will take that burden. But either way, whether they're in the vault or they're not, there is a chance one might go better. And why not take the better chance?
What was the third thing again?
Why are you acting weird and where's Tess?
She and Mulligan went off to find that, like the Mulligan buried like 5 years ago.
Oh, good. Gone off
Yeah.
by herself again.
Yeah.
What is the fastest way to get every
I swear to
evening?
God, they're the same person.
Bradford, look at me.
Oh.
Look at me. What is the fastest way to get everyone in this town to the vault? What would we do? Because I've been telling everyone there's been free drinks. I've been telling Yancy the world is on fire. I've kind of run the gamut here, but I'm
Roll
not
up.
getting everyone's attention.
Roll a persuasion check for me, Nash.
Got it.
This one is Redford and my list.
Ooh, I know, right? I got 26.
Okay.
26? Holy shit.
My persuasion's +6.
Well, I guess you better come with me. He stands up and he squares his shoulders and he walks out the door.
As I follow behind him, I do continue to yell to everybody that there are free drinks at the vault. Because I work hard.
He goes out to the fields. You can see a lot of people out in the fields. He puts his hands to his mouth. Let's all get to the vault. Come on, y'all. And people start putting their things down and heading to the vault, just like he said. And he does that all around town. He gets pretty much everybody to go to the vault. I hope you know what you're doing. Because we're kind of putting all our eggs in one basket, if you know what I'm saying.
I agree. Well, we can't evacuate this town in an hour.
I mean, we probably could have, but hey. Tess, you and Mulligan. Punch to the slag. On the north side of town. You got all these bags of super slag with you. Adaman, 40, Roscoe, Nash. As everyone is heading into the vault, you see a shape overhead. Or like you see a shape on the ground, like a shadow that crosses past you.
I'm gonna put bad news on Mulligan's shoulder and use the scope to try to get a beat.
Okay. What do the rest of you want to do?
I'm gonna try to meet back up with the gang. At this point, I got Bruja. So if Redford's running around town shouting to people, maybe I'll find him. And Nash is probably the most visible thing.
Okay.
I think we want to use the scroll of sending to contact Violet.
Yep.
So, we'll send out a message to Violet.
Okay.
Need your help. Urgent. Absolution under attack. Get here now.
Tell her to
Get her
protect the vault.
attention.
Protect the vault.
Yeah. Get to the vault. ASAP.
That'll get her attention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Gotta add the vault in there.
So this shape passes overhead once, then twice. And then it slows down on top of Absolution and comes down in the middle near the tree. It's a gigantic white dragon. It's Micah. Collapse to a halt near the tree. Cinder comes down near him. And everyone who is walking into the vault can see him.
Do I see them from outside? Do I from outside of town see them land in town?
Yeah. Well, you.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
They know I killed Lazuli because the letter said so. They know I'm the gun wielder. So I'm just going to fire a normal ass bullet just out into the air. So they hear that the gunshot is not coming from within Absolution.
Okay. So they land and everyone hears a gunshot go off. A lot of people kind of squat down a little bit. Micah changes into his human form. He's bald. Pretty short. He's a little over 5 feet tall. And he wears, very simple clothes. He's got suspenders and a shirt that's buttoned all the way up to his throat with no collar.
Okay.
Center changes as well, although she doesn't look like she did when you saw her before. She does. Her face is the same, but she looks more simple. Not like the sex pot that you saw before.
Mm-hmm.
Micah walks forward towards everyone.
Adaman, if he's there, would like to move and interpose himself.
Okay.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, hello. Excuse me for a moment. He takes a little bit of tobacco and he rolls a cigarette. And he's letting more and more people get into the vault, and he licks the paper. And he rolls his cigarette, and more people get into the vault. And he takes it, and he takes a match, and he strikes it on his boot, and nasty habit. I gave it up, but it's been a real stressful day. And he kind of looks up at Micah. How you doing?
Gordy's standing next to him like, what? And what?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. How are you?
I reckon you can't be doing just fine, Micah. Hell, I know how I'd feel if one of my close friends had passed. So what's going on?
Have y'all noticed that light up to the south?
Oh, yeah, that's the caldera, I reckon.
I reckon so.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I find myself burdened with the responsibility for your future.
Likewise.
You see, y'all humanoids aren't long for this world. Although I have a place y'all can go.
Where is that?
Ascoli Lazuli.
Well, that is actually a real mighty kind offer, but I present with you a problem. While Haskola Lazuli is farther away, eventually it too will be consumed.
You see, you all you humanoids here in Absolution should know that to the west there is a place y'all can go to get away from all this.
To the west.
See, you go there, and a very good friend of mine discovered that it don't matter how much lava comes out of that there caldera. Ascoli Lazuli is gonna be just fine. So y'all can come along with us. We'll go to Angul, which is off to the west, and y'all can live y'all little humanoid lives.
Ghoul is not to the west.
Southwest.
Or to the south, yeah. Can we all roll insight checks on them, I suppose?
Sure.
Not there.
And you think you could fit everybody in the?
Oh, absolutely.
Well-
Everybody in this whole town can come there, and when it collapses into the lava underneath it, then well, y'all will still be alive.
And the people in the tooth, the people up in Fiskar, and
I don't see why not.
And then what are you going to do during this time?
What do you mean?
If we go and hide in Angul, what will you be doing?
I wouldn't call it hiding. I think y'all just be sheltering. I think that's a better word than hiding. What do y'all think?
Roscoe rolled a 9, so on an insight. So he turns to 40 and he says, "He's being really nice. This is
Adam
cool."
rolled a 25 on his insight. I would like to know what's up.
Okay, Adaman. You know that Lazuli said something about Ascoli Lazuli being safe.
Mm-hmm.
about, the lava going elsewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
As it approached Huskula Lazuli. So he's probably not bullshitting you.
Mm-hmm.
As to what he wants from the people, well, I mean,
Servitude.
probably something like
Yeah.
that.
Hmm. All right. I have an idea. I don't know. We don't have time to discuss it because we're all separate. So here's Adaman's stupid gabbit. Well, oh gosh.
Can they hear Tessa's bite? Do they know how close she is? Because we're still beating it towards the town, and we'll go in if we.
You would have been there by now. It's not very big. The town. It's not like if you're hauling ass on a bike, you'd have been there by now.
Okay.
So you can decide where you want to be.
We'll just stop like 50 feet down the road.
Well,
Okay.
Micah, what Lazuli did, he copied from us humanoids, and unfortunately, he doesn't have the full equation. We learned that just recently. If we were trying to work together with you, you would already know that. So there is another part of the puzzle that you are going to need if you want to fix this problem. So you have to work with us rather than shove us away into the corner.
And no one is trying to shove anyone into a corner. I don't know what you're trying to say.
I appreciate you trying to keep those that can't help safe. But we're going to be right here alongside you while we conduct this to its end.
That's fine. I don't know why you think that would be a problem.
Well, I appreciate that.
And Miss Center, is that how you feel on this situation we're all in?
As I recall, your name was Roscoe.
Roscoe blushes. That's right.
You are the smallest of your friends.
Yeah.
Only physically.
It's not everything.
Yeah, no.
It sure isn't.
He's the greatest in stature.
You want to just hang out with me? You and I, we'll just hang out together while they work their bullshit out. What do you think?
Yeah, go play some
They've always got a bunch of bullshit to talk about, don't they?
Okay.
Yeah.
But right now?
Well, no, we're just gonna be here.
Okay.
You and I. What did you think I meant by? Never mind. It's not important. Okay, so Roscoe and Center are hanging out.
Standing next to each other, but like he's like looking at Roscoe and he looks at Center and Adaman's like, it's right where I want you to be, Roscoe. Well done. Well
With
done.
Roscoe's 9 insight, I think he just feels like his older brother's friends are asking him to hang out.
This is awesome.
So, what do y'all think? Should we head to Ongo? Let's take a vote, everybody. Do we go to Angul with or do we stay here and take our chances?
Well, it's a long trip to Angul, and so these people are going to have to get ready. We've got plenty of time to go ready it on our end. I see our counterparts as he looks across the town to the the one motorcycle with Tessellay and gosh darn it, Mulligan are sitting on it, have rejoined with us. So I reckon we can all go to Angul. Shit. And he stops and he thinks about the fact that Crow's coming here. And that he has no way besides his radio to change where he's going to go. But these dragons have obviously moved faster than he's anticipated once again.
But we're not. I kind of poke Adamant on the shoulder. I've been pretty.
Mm-hmm.
We are not in a rush if they are not here to kill us. We've got another 14, 15 days on the Caldera of Absolute.
True, and here's the thing, we've got to figure this all out. Travel back down to Angu. That was always on our plan. Why don't we have a conversation with the leaders of this town, you two, and us? We'll have
The
to. Find
whole
they're busy running around. They're
the whole time that Center was talking to Roscoe and that Adamant has been speaking, Tess would have stealthed away from the bike and is trying to get in a hiding place vantage point. So she's got a line of fire on the dragons if they start anything.
Okay.
If I need to scale a structure or crawl under one. She doesn't hear this conversation, so she's just waiting for the fight to break out.
Micah, what is with the change of heart here? Because last time I talked to you, you kind of thought that we were small and scrummy, and I think I called you some kind of horrible bat with wings. Like this is the last conversation we have, and then this one feels very. This feels very different.
Don't get me wrong; it's very nice, but
I
I
have
mean,
never been anti-human. You're not a human, are you? What are you exactly? What are
humanoid maybe is the word.
Yeah. Okay, I've never been anti-humanoid. I want to help y'all. I want y'all to live and thrive. But you're never gonna do that with that Caldera expand. Let me take y'all away from here.
We can go ourselves.
Yeah, yes, you can.
Okay.
Doors stand open. You can go to Hescoli Lazuli without us right now. It is up to you. I mean, you can stay here and die. Or you can come with us.
We're going to go. We are just going to go on our own terms.
Yeah, and here's the thing: that device that y'all saw at Scoli Lazuli, y'all think that it's going to solve this problem?
I trust my friend Lazuli. I trust that when he says Hescoli Lazuli will be there after the lava flows, that it will be.
And hell, so then you'd want everybody in there. That does make sense. It's just going to take a bit of time. We've got to get some word off to the folks. I need the map of Scythia.
I suppose we ought to. Well,
Yeah.
okay, let me put it up
Yeah.
for you. Hang on.
If you don't mind.
I don't mind.
Yeah,
Just
There we go. Oops, I can't see for some reason. But it's definitely not Roll20's fault because it's the finest program we've ever used. Okay, no, there it is. All right, it's just loading. Okay, so yeah, we'd want to send word to the folks up at the Tooth and Fiskar, if you don't mind. And then do people live in Ampaare? I don't know. We've never been.
might be run over by vampires.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah. So I
We
mean,
do
yeah.
know that there's people in Sleedle and Ickerman, though.
Right, but Sleedle and Lickerman are kind of farther south, so it'd be easier to get them to Ongul and into Haskola Lazuli. And I rolled a 25 insight, and he seems to believe that Haskola Lazuli is the safest place to be when the explosion happens. I don't trust that at the end we won't have to end up fighting them, but I do believe that right now he's saying if you don't get into Haskola Lazuli, you'll all die. That might be true, because considering what happened to the rest of Absolution with the exception of the vault, but that was a much smaller scale explosion.
Mhm.
We might be putting our trust in the vault, and then we might end up
Well, we were
very
only
sad.
putting our trust in the vault for the actual dragon attack,
Mhm.
not for the caldera.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they are allowing us to move all of these sentient peoples into Ongul, into Haskola Lazuli, which is honestly one of the largest, safest structures built into a mountain.
Yeah. I mean, I think if you guys want to stay here and keep, if you want to stay here, keep the dragon busy, I could just go tell Redford and maybe they.
Agreed. I think that we should talk to the dragons and say that they need to stay here and talk to us, and then let the people start moving. But how do we convince them of that? That's a hard thing to sell.
So what's going on at the hearth? Like,
We don't know. We haven't been.
Maybe they're
right,
just
so I feel like this is just a waste of time. Like they're not trying to help. They're just, this is a completely different agenda.
Well, they aren't trying to hurt either. They're just saying
No,
the
right, but
only-
it's
the
still a
only
waste of
safe
time.
place for humanity for humanoids to be, according to Lazali's calculations, was Haskola Lazuli.
I mean, remember. I mean, I guess I'm a little far away. Remember what
That's not-
Owen said to us? The machine is a key, and it's the key to a problem the size of the continent. Maybe that's not. Maybe it's the only safe place right now, but maybe we do something about that.
I don't know.
So frustrating.
Is Crow back yet?
Oh, poor Crow, just wandering.
And just to clarify, I'm not there, so I can't weigh in on the conversation.
You are there.
No, Tess never approached. She stayed
well,
away
you're
and
over
hid.
there. Okay.
In Endless Midnight, the explosion was only because of the machine going faulty and being destroyed. Theoretically, if it works properly, there will be no physical explosion. It's going to be like an EMP for slag, right?
I don't know.
Well, we would know because most of us at this point have successfully poured through the notes.
So then Tesla might know, and
Well, Nash
Whatever
would too.
Nash
Remember,
would.
she did it after we killed Lazuli in the immediate aftermath.
What
She
do
and
you guys
Vorty
think?
both.
what do they think, James?
Just bringing that up, but I know it's already after 7. So
Yep.
we're about out of time.
So Adaman kind of looks back at his friends, and he looks and he sees the glint of a sniper rifle in the distance, and then he looks at Micah and he goes, "Well, Micah, I'm real glad you seem to have seen reason. We're gonna have to get everyone together and try and get as many people as we can into Haskola Lazuli, and in the meantime, maybe I can get you up to speed on what we need in order to make sure this works properly. If we can trust each other and be friends." And he kind of holds out his hand.
Well, of course we can be friends.
Oh,
We've always been friends, Adam man.
that's real good. I would like
You
to roll
were-
an insight check on that.
You were
please.
there when I was cured.
Yes,
Yes!
21 on insight.
You cured me.
Yes, and we did that because we knew that killing you was the wrong thing to do.
He puts his hand out.
And he takes it. I take it.
Of course. I don't know where this is coming from.
And he puts his other hand on the back of Micah's hand. And he goes,
I want y'all to be safe and secure.
Micah, because if you had hurt Tessellay or Vorty,
Why would I do
Ash,
that?
or Roscoe, I would be furious with
I
you.
wouldn't do that. I don't know where this is coming from, man.
Micah, Lazuli lied to us, and we were very hurt by it.
Well,
And I don't want it to become between us.
That's the kind of thing he did.
And you warned us about it.
I did.
You did.
Yes, I did.
But I know he was at heart a brilliant dragon.
He was. And you know what? just because Lazarus wasn't the most forthcoming of dragons, you think that none of us are forthcoming? Is that what you're saying?
It has crossed my mind.
Well, I don't blame you for that. And that's where we'll cut it off tonight.
Tricky dragons.
Woo! I really told you, Mike is the good one, but there's still
No,
another dragon.
I
He's totally good one. Look, I rolled a 21 insight. I believe he's good.
okay. That doesn't mean anything with James, though.
Insight doesn't mean nothing. Okay.
On my experience.
Sure it does.
Well, why is he waiting so long?
Who? To what? For what?
The dragons to attempt to kill humanity.
Well, here's my.
Hey, there's no point in ruling over a land that's desolate and empty of all life.
So Morgan already got it. Yeah, that was my theory. Is like it's like I don't want to be. Why be king if there's no servants? You must have slaves. So like you know,
maybe
they
not
want-
even that,
Yeah.
because when they ruled before, it's not like they were pouring over the masses and demanding that their every whim was met. More than anything, they wanted to be left alone. But you don't get a sense of power when you're the only creature living in a wasteland.
Yeah.
If you know that it's teeming with life that you could crush under your thumb at any moment, that's power.
Yeah. And life that no longer realizes
Okay,
it can.
but here's my question though. This is what doesn't make any sense, because we have been trying to get the people of Absolution to go to Ongul for a while. How is it that we like have Micah on our side with that, and yet Redford won't agree with us to start expediting
Listen.
people down south?
That's not even Vordy's concern. Like as Vordy's like, you know the hell it took these people just to get into the goddamn vault,
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you want them to go to Ongul?
Yeah. Good luck with that. Yeah.
Oh, we got to do a persuasion check for every person.
Yeah.
I don't see any point. If
Don't either.
the dragons are going to let us continue with our plan to get the machine to work, and it works, there's no reason to evacuate
I think-
Absolution.
Yeah.
Right. The
think
problem
they're-
is leaving
I agree.
Absolution defenseless while we go and do that. Because I agree.
We'll have
Well,
no choice.
I'm
At
sorry,
this
Morgan,
point, there's
what
no
machine?
choice.
What
The machine in Hescoli Lazuli, because when we were looking at the notes, if we get the concentrated slag to
Yeah.
that machine
Yeah.
that works better than Corinne's, which should have done the whole continent if it had worked properly. If that one works properly, it should get the whole continent.
We also don't know if that machine's still intact because we left it alone with two dragons that were very upset. with
Yeah, I know. That's why I was hoping y'all would ask about it, but
The way I see it, if it is still intact, the
Look,
tension.
I
during that-
rolled a 21 insight, and James gave me nothing. So I'm going to tell you right now, we must fall for this trap. Then
I think we're trying to use the machine in two different ways. We have
Yeah.
our own. We're trying to overload it or whatever, and they're just trying to keep us a little
I mean,
safe.
we take the risk, right? We just take the risk. Like if it's a trap, it's a trap. We have no other choice at this point.
but we don't have to have the civilians come with us. But then they're saying that the civilians will potentially die in the resulting rebirth of Scythia, and
Yeah.
that
I mean,
they could be being honest about that. He's
could be.
like, that's what the notes say. I'm like, that is what
It's-
the notes said.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
all of this is just a waste of time. Like if they want to help, great. Then let us do what we came to do, which is use the device. If it's all a trap, then we're dead anyways.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
We might as well leave the people here in the vault and hope
Yeah.
the vault is more
Let
badass.
them leave them here because they honestly they didn't even want to come to the vault. So why the hell push them going
because
on?
the
That's a waste
caldera
of time.
shouldn't be able to even reach Absolution if it needs slag to expand.
Yeah.
And it won't be for a while. Like we literally have days in
Yeah.
terms of it getting
So-
out.
Weeks.
Like
Yeah.
the whole point to come here was to reach the scholars, and it's like this whole
Run
thing
from
was
the
just
dragon.
like, oh, the dragons, and it's like, you know what, like fuck it, like
Look,
And on that note, to your point, Chris, we wouldn't be leaving it defenseless because we have now summoned Crow. Dendra's here. She can gather Slicks and Bruja. We can always, well, I guess y'all did use the scroll of sending, or did you?
we already did.
yeah,
Yeah.
Violet, though, who is coming to
For
the
For
vault.
Violet, who would be an excellent ally.
But we didn't get a message from Violet, so I don't even know.
Yeah, Ickerman's not far. You could send for
And now that we have all this time,
Crenshaw and Anthony.
we can let Loading take a nap, like a long, deep sleep,
Yeah.
and do a teleportation straight back to
Right, and that's the
Yeah.
big thing is like we can like it's like all right, well if you could let us take a quick, sweet, long rest,
Love in 8 hours.
yeah, 8 hours, we'll go ahead and boom, teleport back to Haskola Lazuli. We're good to
Do
go.
their stuff. Let me get another sleep.
Yeah. So, and then the dragons will come with us, and what will be will be.
I just want to feel at the end of the day like our decisions mattered and it wasn't always a predestined failure or success. That's all I want from this. 'Cause we're trying so hard. Also, Redford is not that much of a nihilist, James.
I like to say thank you to Roll20 for sponsoring us for this.
Thank you, Roll20.
Roll20, you're kings.
And queens.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I forgot about the queens.
Can't forget about the queens.
Non-binary royalty.
Yeah,
Players,
I'm
thank you for
sorry.
playing. Viewers, thank you for viewing.
And to the Goblin King, James, thank
Oh,
you for.
Yeah, you.
Thank
you're,
you, Steven.
You're a jerk,
I didn't think
but
that was
yeah,
going to come.
thanks. No,
I
you don't-
wasn't gonna do it.
I was waiting. Usually everybody else says it.
Usually it's Morgan.
Steven,
Usually
back
it's
in the
Morgan.
closet. Back in the closet, Steven. Oh, not again. Not the closet.
No.
Oh,
You know what it was? We were missing Adaman with his shirt.
I don't have a
We
Hawaiian.
need to
shirt.
get you one,
Yeah,
and
I
then we
bet
can
you he was
all have
giving
the
us, like-
power. We can have the
giving
power
us, like,
Roscoe.
a subconscious +2, but I went to
in
go
the
look for
day.
my Hawaiian shirt and I remember throwing it away. I remember I was like, what am I doing? Why would I do this to myself?
You'll
Yeah.
always need it. You'll
Because-
always need it.
Hello.
And no, my Hawaiian shirt wasn't similar to yours, and it's crazy how similar all of yours are. Mine was like bright blue and like super ugly. It was very
We're gonna get some Hawaiian shirts with like D20s all over them or
Oh,
something.
please and thank you. Yeah.
Yes.
God.
We gotta.
there's probably only a couple episodes left in Entropy.
Stick around, tune in.
All your complaining will. Here.
It's
All
in the
this-
name,
all this-
baby.
All this complaining.
It's
Bye.
in the name.
Yeah.
It'll just
Oh, your
vanish into
face is.
dust.
Look at Kristen's face right now. Oh my god.
All our faces are like
That's
You
like,
know,
that's like
WTF.
that's that I fucked up face. Like if I walk in to
WTF.
Kristen's house and I see that face, I'm gonna be like, "Happy birthday!"
I'm turning. I'm turning around and leaving.
I'm
I'm
so
done.
sorry.
Yeah.
And I'll be like,
I was
looking
like,
at Steven,
The
like,
flowers are coming.
They're coming. They're gonna be
I
awesome.
promise.
Steven, what did
And then
I
I get is
do?
like Amazon flowers.
"What did I do, Steven?"
Steven's gonna be tied up somewhere. He's not gonna be able to answer you.
Mhm.
one way or another.
In the closet, yeah. Steven.
hmm
Mm.
Well, I love you guys. I don't know if you love me back, but I love you.
We love
No,
you,
we
James.
still
Think about it.
Who's back?
We're just exhausted, man. Like, we're like, what?
It's the end is coming.
The end.
It's gonna be
Double
awesome.
As
I
we
now-
know it.
I now know what Bilbo means when I feel like bread spread across too much toast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Kind of. Yeah.
And then we all go like,
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Mhm.
Love you guys.
Well, I will. We will see you later. Oh, hopefully next
See you
week.
next time.
Hopefully next week. Are you gonna be in Cincinnati again next week, dear Kristen?
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. All right. Well, we will see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Everybody. Oh my god.